Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's me, it's G, it's DMC, the undefeated, undisputed YouTube champion. That's right, it's the Map, Mark Daniels, here with our exciting episode of Showdown Sunday this week. And guess what, guys? We're going to revisit an old team that I did back in the day, and it's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite teams that I enjoyed playing, and we're going to dust it off today and play this. So this is a PU tier team. I believe it's PU. Yes, it is. I just wanted to double check before. Anyways, this team is a lot of fun to play, and it builds around pretty much Marowak here. And I made this team a while ago, but I never did like a Wizard at Wars with it. So we're gonna do today a Showdown Sunday, Wizard at Wars, of course, on Wednesday, and then Friday Night Fights Friday. We'll do some fights, obviously, like normal. So that's what we do for Pokemon Showdown. But today, let's talk about this team. So this is a team that I made a while ago, like I mentioned, and this builds around the Marowak. So one thing you need to know about Marowak is, first off, this guy is a powerful son of a gun. Boomerang breaks through Sturdy, which is tremendous. It breaks through Focus Sash. So those are two things that are very prominent in any type of competitive battle tier system, which is kind of cool. Battle Armor, he can't take any crits, which is kind of neat. You could go like Rockhead if you wanted to run like Double Edge or any type of recoil type maneuver. And it also takes away from Life Orb if you want to do a Life Orb build. I like Thick Club. It doubles his attack, which is better than 1.5s or whatever. Like Thick Club is very obviously specific to Cubone or Marowak, but it's such a powerful item, it makes it a very powerful in my opinion. Stealth Rocks, of course, hazards, knockoff, pretty good type coverage actually, believe it or not, but also really good to get rid of items. And with his damage, it does quite a bit in Stone Edge, of course. If I predict a switch in on a flying type Pokemon, I can maybe go for the Stone Edge over the Boomerang and try to knock out the bird Pokemon, or the flying Pokemon for that matter. Adamant Nature, so pretty self-explanatory there. Obviously, high speed, high attack. We want him to do as much damage and be as fast as possible, but his one weakness is he's very slow, which is where Leaviani comes in. So we'll go straight to Leaviani because Leaviani can be very important for my team. So Marowak is pretty much a sweeper, right? I want to weaken them down a little bit with Stealth Rocks, which he has Stealth Rocks, and so does Torkoal, who's a physical tank here. He's also my Rapid Spinner to get rid of hazards himself. But with Leaviani, I can throw down a Sticky Web, and when someone comes in, it slows them down. So obviously Flyers doesn't get affected by this, unfortunately. It's grounded foes, but that's okay. And it lowers it by 1, which is just enough in this tier for him to pretty much outspeed anything. Maybe if they have a choice scarf, maybe they can outspeed him, or obviously a priority move. But very cool. Magic Coat, it bounces back non-damaging items. So what that does essentially is, if I predict they can use like Stealth Rocks, or they're not going to try and Toxic Leaviani unless they switch to the Will-O-Wisp, I can Magic Coat and reflect it onto them, which is pretty cool. Another knockoff, and then of course Leaf Storm. I go Focus Sash so I can live 1 attack, and you won't believe how important that is for this guy. I can get a Sticky Web off for free, or I can knock something out that might be effective against me with the knockoff or a Leaf Storm, or if they power up their Pokemon with Swords Dance or something, I can maybe finish it off because I can live 1 attack. Chlorophyll, not very important. It's very unlikely that I ever get to use this ability, but every now and then you'll run into a Sunny Day team, and it'll double the speed, and that's all it is. His EV spread, naive. We want high speed here. We go high speed, obviously, like I said, high special attack for the chance that I do attack with it. And that's pretty much his role. His role is a support role. Is usually to get the sticky webs down for me, but he can also knock a few Pokemon out of the process. He still does quite a bit of damage. So let's go to Regice. So Regice is a tank, but a very powerful tank. First off, Clear Body can be affected by stat changes, so Intimidate, things like that won't affect it. Leftovers, gonna heal over time, obviously. Ice Beam, very powerful stat move. Thunderbolt, great type coverage. Focus Blast, also great type coverage. Thunder Wave, another thing. So again, Marowak is affected by Pokemon that are faster than him. He wants to be faster than all the Pokemon. But what I can essentially do with Regice is Thunder Wave just about anything. Flying Pokemon that can't be affected by, the Sticky Web, I can use Thunder Wave on them and slow them down that way as well. So it's a good alternative. And again, when Regice is there, it's taking a lot of hits. It's a very bulky Pokemon. Modest nature though, but a lot of investment in HP. It's got a lot of HP, a lot of special defense, decent defense, but mostly special defense is where he strives in the battle here. And again, very powerful, does a lot of damage, even though it's so bulky. And speaking of other bulky Pokemon, we have Torkoal. I talked about him for half a second. He does have Rapid Spin Shell Armor. It can't be struck by a critical hit like Marowak. Leftovers, heals over time. It is a tank. Stealth Rock, obviously hazards. Clear Smog, I can eliminate any stat changes. Things like if they Swords Dance, Nasty Plot, or anything like that. I can get rid of course. We got Rambo in the background barking as usual. Split best. Rapid Spin, get rid of hazards, I already mentioned that. Lava Plume, it's just one stat move that I can use and it does quite a bit of damage, 30% chance of burn. You can run Roar instead if you really want to over Clear Smog. But I like the Clear Smog instead because he can live a physical hit from just about anything, just about. So I can usually get hit by a move, and then hit the Clear Smog and get rid of your statue. It's a Bold Nature, high defense. Obviously I don't use attack stats, so it's fun. I'm going to power up his defense there. High defense, as you can see, a lot of HP investment, some special defensive. He's just a defensive rapid spinner with a little bit of utility, and he can do some damage to Lava Plume. Don't underestimate him. He can be powerful. So then Luxray is my other sweeper or my other damage dealer here. Volt Switch, obviously I can get a nice little pivot off that. I can get some momentum. Volt Switch into something else. If they attack, I can avoid that attack and do something cool. Wild Charge, very tremendous damage. I do get hit with the recoil, but that's okay. Ice Fang, get type coverage. Superpower, also good type coverage. Choice Band, I say this a lot, but I don't really necessarily love choice items just because I hate being locked into a move. However, the damage increase is so high, and this guy just does so much damage. Wild Charge, nobody wants to deal with him when he's using a Wild Charge, unless they're a ground type. He does so much damage. And Superpower does a lot of damage too. Ice Fang, not as much as these guys obviously, but if I'm going against, a Dragon type Pokemon or a Grass type Pokemon, it can do the work that it needs to do. We already went over Leviani, and then we have Swanna. So one thing, I'm a little weak to water Pokemon, right? Between Torkoal and Marowak. Well, Swanna can take those for free, and not only that, when Rain Dance is active, I can cure any type of status conditions, which doesn't come in handy that often. Just like the Chlorophyll ability, but still, it's still very nice to have. But Life Orb, so it's going to be doing some damage. Here's this EV spread here. Timid, I won't outspeed anything. We have the Hurricane Stab, and it can confuse. It can't miss in rain, which is nice. So if someone by chance does Rain Dance, in trouble. And you can run Rain Dance on Swan if you want, but you do run the risk of lowering your Torkoal's attack if you do that. Not to say that's necessarily a huge deal, but it can be. If planned poorly. Scald, Water Stab, obviously type coverage. Roost, healing up, and Defog. Another way to get rid of hazards, say Torkoal goes down or I just can't get him. There's a water Pokemon now just doing the work on me, and I gotta switch into Swanna. I can Defog if I really need to get rid of hazards. Very powerful Pokemon. I really like this Pokemon, this format. It helps with the water Pokemon. And I also, since Luxray is weak against ground types, and so is Torkoal, I can switch into Swanna and take the ground moves for free because it's a flying type Pokemon. So good. We have the Grass, Water, Fire core, which is a very basic core that I went over many times in the past. But anyways, that's the team, guys. I've used this team before in the past. You guys can check those episodes if you want. Previous Showdown Sundays. I think I've done this team twice actually, but never quite broke it down quite like this. But I just really wanted to play this team today, and I was like, you know what? Let's just redo this team again today, and we'll talk about it. We'll play it on Wednesday as well, because I do enjoy this team. I haven't played it in a while, so let's go ahead and go in there, and let's jump into our first game. So we're gonna do, if you're new to this weekly series that I do at least 3 games on Sunday. Usually only 3 though, just because I try to keep these around 30 minutes or so, and then Wednesday we do 5 matches. And let's see what we're gonna do. Who is he gonna start off? Probably Probopass, if I were to guess. Let's start with Marowak. Let's be a little balanced. He starts with the Turkey Bird and Pheasants. Let's open up my Pokemon Damage Calculator here. Which, if you don't know what that is, just Google Pokemon Damage Calculator. Use Pokemon Showdown. It's a great resource for that. Let's go ahead and Pheasants here. Tailwind support's usually what it was. I could go for U-turn return. I could go for a Stone Edge. I'm gonna go for Stone Edge. Goes for U-turn, that's fine. Curious to know who he's gonna switch into though. Switches into the Tangela. I get the Stone Edge off, doesn't do a whole lot. So Tangela is an interesting Pokemon. I thought about going Knockoff too. Maybe I should have. It could be offensive or defensive. I'm going to assume maybe it's defensive. It's going to probably Giga Drain. I can switch into Torkoal, I can switch into Regice. Either one would suffice. I'm going to go into Torkoal actually. They might have HP Fire. Okay, so it's going to go for the Giga Drain, of course. I'm actually going to throw down Stealth Rocks. Because I think he'll probably switch, and he does. Switches in a Rapidash, predicting the fire. I'm going to throw up my Stealth Rocks here. And I can switch into Swanna here, I think. Unless maybe it can learn like Wild Charge or something. Let me look at Rapidash for a second. And it can learn Wild Charge. So I got to be careful here. I could go into Luke's Ray. Bird Blitz does quite a bit, and he outspeeds me, so I don't necessarily want to do that either. Actually, I think I just switch it to Torkoal here. The only problem is Lava Plume doesn't do any damage to him. Marowak, I don't think can really live a couple attacks from him. And I got the switch. I'm going to switch to Swan. Hope he doesn't Wild Charge. He goes for Drill Run, so that's fine. And what kind of item do you normally run? It looks like they normally run Charcoal, which is a possibility. Luminion might be his switch in here, if he does switch. Take a look. Alright, so I don't want to Scald then. I'm going to go for Hurricane. So he does switch into Luminion. The reason why I didn't use the Water attack on Luminion is because it can have Storm Drain, and it can absorb my Water attacks. So I went for the Hurricane instead. I'm going to go for Hurricane again. Doesn't get the Confusion off, unfortunately. He's going to go for Defog, get rid of our Hazard, which is fine with me. He may switch into Ampharos. I'm just going to stay in. I was thinking about switching to Marowak, but I wanted to be on the safe side. Do we get the Confusion? No Confusion. Alright, so now Ampharos. And Ampharos can have many different sets here, which is dangerous. If I go into Marowak, he could go for Hidden Power Ice, predicting that switch, which is not good. I might just switch into Regice. He could go for Focus Blast, which would be a problem, but I'm worried about the Hidden Power Ice is what I'm worried about here. How does Torkoal stand there? Torkoal, he goes for a Volt Switch. Does quite a bit. Let's go to Marowak. We'll take the risk here. Goes for Focus Blast actually, which was a safe choice for him. He may switch into Pheasants. I'm just gonna go for the Boomerang. He goes into Tangela actually. We're gonna get a little bit of damage on Tangela here. But we are really low on Marowak, which kinda sucks. I could go back into Torkoal or I can go into Regice. Let's go into Regice and let's do some work. So he's gonna go for Knockoff, we're gonna lose our leftovers. I'm gonna go for Thunder Wave. Because I do think that Rapidash is coming out. Luminion comes out actually. Interesting choice. Just go for Thunderbolt. We're gonna take out Luminion, so the first Pokemon's going down and it's their Luminion. That's great. Here comes Robopass. More like Problem Pass at this point because he is a problem. He can be offensive or defensive. We have no idea what he is, but either way, I don't think Regice is gonna want to stay. Actually, it looks like I can live just fine. Flash Cannon doesn't do as much as I thought it would do, even if he's offensive. I can go for Focus Blast here. Let's do it. And we miss, of course. Focus Blast would have done so much. Although he probably has Sturdy, so he would have lived, but it still would have hurt really bad. So here we go. He does have the Sturdy. He gets the Stealth Rocks up. We're going to load the special defense. Here comes the Volt Switch. We take that easily. And who will he switch into? Rapidash probably. Rapidash it is. Now last time we went for Drill Run. I'm going to go back into Swanna here, and I'm hoping he doesn't go for a Wild Charge. He goes for Flare Blitz, doesn't matter, still does so much damage to us. Alright, so Swanna's going to go down here. Rapidash is a problem. This is going to show us he does. I'm positive right now that he has a choice item on Rapidash. Like 100% positive. That just confirmed that for me. Alright, so he's going to probably go for Drill Run, unless he predicts the switch. Something else. Drill Run does so much work to just about anything on my team. Let's look at Torkoal here. Drill Run doesn't knock us out, but I don't really have anything to really stand against him with Torkoal. So I'm just gonna go for Stealth Rock and see what it is. So he goes for the Flare Blitz actually, which I was thinking maybe he would potentially go for. Drill Run did about 30, would have done like 30%. So he's probably gonna have to switch here. I'm just gonna go for the Lava Plume here because he does switch. So we get the Lava Plume off on Ampharos here. We don't get the burn, unfortunately. Last time I went for Focus Blast. I'm going to stay in. Goes for Volt Switch. He's probably going to bring out Rapidash. He does. Flash Fire. Goes for Flare Blitz. He's going to knock us out. He's going to take some recoil damage. Alright, so he's got a choice item. We don't know exactly if it's Choice Scarf or Choice Band. Yeah, Choice Band. Either way, he's very fast. 339 on base speed. I don't have anything that outspeeds him. And this comes a time where maybe Levion can come here and knock him out with Knockoff. Knockoff does anywhere between 35 to 41%. So it should knock him out. I should be able to live one attack here, plus with recoil damage if he stays in. Okay, the Sash is going to come in effect here, and he burns it, so we're going to trade here. He actually kills himself with the recoil. We get knocked out for the burn. Not the most ideal of situations, but not the worst either. Who's he going to bring out? He's been using Ampharos quite a bit. Both Regice and Luxray still up. We're in a pretty good position, I think I'm pretty safe to just go Regice. So here comes Ampharos, which is what I figured his switch would be. He could very easily just go for Focus Blast here. So let's take a look here. Regice versus Ampharos. Alright, his Focus Blast is going to do about 39 to 46%. Ice Beam does 41 to 49%. He outspeeds me. He would win this trade. I think at this point I'm going to sack off my Marowak. He goes for Focus Blast, that's fine. I'm going to sack off the Marowak. I'm going to bring out the Luxray. And go for Superpower. Now you can predict that and switch into any of these guys, which I'm worried about for sure. I could just go for Ice Fang, or I go for Wild Charge. All those would be 2-hit KOs. We're gonna go for Superpower, so he switches into Tangela, which is what I was worried about. That's fine though. You know what, that's actually pretty fine because now I can switch into Regice. The thing is, he has Stealth Rock stat, I don't. So him switching a bunch actually benefits me more than he does. So he goes for Hidden Power, it looks like Fire. Or maybe Rock. One guess it's Fire. I can just go for Ice Beam. And if Ampharos comes in, I think this may knock him out with a combination of rocks. If not, it'll be damn close. Tangle's not going to want to stay, and Unfezit coming in would be very reckless. He may just have to let the Tangler go. See what he plans here. Swing the water while he waits. Goes for hidden power. We get that ice beam off, and Tangler goes down. That's one less threat. But we still got this Ampharos to deal with, and I don't really want to switch in on him, but I don't want to lose my Regice, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. There goes the Stealth Rocks. I think I just go for Ice Beam. Goes for Focus Blast. We're going to live 1. We get the Ice Beam off. He's going to live 1. He has leftovers, of course. We go for the Ice Beam. And there goes the Volt Switch. Which actually might help me out more than it helps him. We get that Intimidate off, which is very nice. I think at this point I just go for Wild Charge. Unfezit will outspeed me. Okay, so it brings up the U-turn. Okay, so that makes sense. Here comes Ampharos, and I should be able to knock him out. There's the Wild Charge. He's gone. He resisted, of course. We only take 3% damage here. He's going to take Stealth Rock damage, and I should be able to live an attack from him, so this should just knock him out, which should win. So go ahead and put the GG, because it's GG either way. But I should be able to live an attack. Return should be his strongest attack at this point. Yep. Oh wow, that did a lot more than I thought it would do. Oh my god, we traded. Who wins? I won. Wow. I never had something like that happen before. On Showdown, I wasn't sure what happened. That ending was lame. Nah, come on, dude. That ending was great. Oh, he's so sour. Oh man, that's funny. Let's go into our second game. So we'll take that victory. I love it. I love the salt. It's so funny. He's toned down on the sodium intake there. He's salty. Oh man, that's funny. I didn't know how that would go since I knocked him out, but since I also got knocked out, it's such a weird thing to think about. Alright, so this is a long queue. Alright, so Bastion. I like starting Marowak here, although he may go Chatot, which is kind of dangerous. But Marowak does a lot of work against a lot of stuff. So there's Bastion. Now here's the thing, I don't know, he might just go for Stealth Rocks if I want to take that risk. Because Boomerang, if it hits, will knock him out, even if he does have sturdy. And it does. This is the magic, baby. He's going to power up, but it doesn't even matter. Because there's the second one and he's gone. So we take out Bastion. He forfeits. Oh, good game, OU Master. The Master has been mastered. He's been conquered. Alright, next game here. So we are now 2-1. And then this will be our last one because we already reached the 20, about the 25-minute mark here. Oh, that's some funny stuff, man. Another long queue here. Just sending a text message. I'm waiting for this queue. What is up with this queue, man? Come on, let's go. Can't believe that guy just forfeited. See, that's the power of Marowak, guys. Oh wow, Pikachu. Let's take a Pikachu here. Students. Ah, I get it. Students. Love it. Who's he gonna start with though? Probably Camerupt. Let's start with Marowak again. See if he starts with the Camerupt, and he does. Quite simply, Boomerang. He may switch into Dodrio predicting this, but I gotta take that risk. I gotta take that risk. What will he do? We got a visitor, Quasa. Come on, stay in, stay in. He switches into Prinplup. Prinplup's gonna get a little bit of damage off for me. Alright, so now let's look at Prinplup here. Prinplup already halfway down. He could go for Scald. Or he may just go for the Stealth Rock's predicted switch. I'm going for Boomerang. I outspeed him anyways. Prinplup goes down, so we take out Prinplup. Huge momentum there. So here comes Go-Goat. Looks like they usually go bulk up, which I'm not excited to deal with at all. I might just attack him, because he may just go bulk up. I may attack him with knockoff. Get rid of his leftovers. I'm going to take a risk, guys. I know we outspeed him. He goes for Horn Leech, actually, does a lot, and he's going to get some health back. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to switch into Torkoal. Or Regigice. I'm going to switch into Torkoal. He's going to go for Milk Drink, he's going to heal up, that's fine. I'm going to go for Stealth Rocks. I'm certain he'll switch, and he does, into Camera, which is what I figured he would switch into. I'm assuming he's going to put up his own rocks. Camerupt. I am going to switch into Swanna. Rock Polish is going to speed up. Not a fan of that. I don't know if he'll have he may have a rock, but he may not have. I think I'm just gonna go for Scald. He goes for Hidden Power. Oh my god. Yes, Hidden Power Electric. Okay, this guy is an offensive camera. See, I was thinking he was defensive. All right, so this is a new ball game, guys. This is a new ball game. Okay, so he's fast. This all of a sudden just became a huge problem. Okay, I don't know what to do. Let me think. Wow. Huh. I can go for Superpower, but he might outspeed me. I don't know. He may have Earth Power, which is what I'm worried about. I don't have much of an option though. Marowak's not outspeeding. Leviani doesn't knock him out. I'm going Luxray, and we're going to get that Intimidate off, which doesn't really help here. And I'm just going to go for Superpower. I got to hope that I outspeed him, and I got to hope that this knocks him out. Okay, he has Earth Power. Crap, I think we lose, guys. There's not much I can do here. And surely he has a Fire move. What can I do here? Regigice doesn't do crap to him. Let me see here. Focus Blast does about 44%, but he's gonna knock me out in 2 hits. I'm not outspeeding with Marowak. Leviani, I don't think he'll knock him out either. Because I can live 1 attack. It's gonna be close actually with Leaf Storm. Okay, let's go Leaf Storm. He's gonna attack, he's gonna take some damage from his orb. And this is gonna be really close to knocking him out. It knocks him out. Wow, Leviani the legend, guys. Leviani, we're still in this game, guys. It's gonna be tough, but we're still in it. Here comes Dodrio, which is kind of who I expected to see. And we may see a quick attack. I do think that there's some value 2 Liviani, so I'm not gonna keep her in. She might have pursuit. It's gonna outspeed us either way. I'm gonna risk the switch actually. Although I do think the pursuit's coming. Well, if it's choice, he may not want that. I'm switching into Regice. Alright, so he doesn't go for it. He goes for quick attack, which I thought might be the other option. We're gonna heal up a little bit. I can go for Ice Beam. I'm not sure who's gonna bring in. I'm just gonna go for the Ice Beam. I was thinking I'd go for Thunder Wave. Here comes the Grumpy, but I thought maybe he was coming in. We get an Ice Beam off. No Frozen though. I was hoping for Frozen. We need something here. Alright, so Grumpig. Ice Beam. Ice Beam did a decent amount, so I don't think he's defensive. Must be offensive. Maybe a Calm Mind variant, which is very dangerous. I'm gonna go for Thunder Wave. Goes for Psychic. There's a Thunder Wave. I don't know if this guy covers. Does he cover recover by chance? I don't know if he can even move. He could be a cleric. Maybe a cleric. We don't know much about it, so he has Psychic. We could see a heal bell, so let's stay in and let's go for Ice. Well, that knockoff would be nice. I want to make a power play. I guess the parrot goes off. I wasn't sure if we'd see heal bell or something else. I'm gonna go for knockoff, and we take out Grumpig. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so Grumpig goes down. What a power play! Who are we gonna see next? Maybe Go-Goat. We do see the Go-Goat. I'm bringing out the Torkoal. Here comes the Horn Leech, doesn't do a whole lot. Liviani, guys. Liviani is the MVP of this match. Goes for Earthquake, doesn't do a whole lot. Here comes the Lava Flute. I am a physical tank. Alright, so he does have Milk Drink, so this is actually not favorable for us at all. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit him again with the Lava Flute. Hopefully, really no burn. I think he's going to Milk Drink this time, so I'm going to switch to Regice. Nope, he goes for the Earthquake. I'm going for Ice Beam. Goes for Horn Leech. Almost knocks us out. We live. This guy has crits. Oh, our crit. Okay, this is a crit. A crit game here. So here comes a Pikachu. What would Pikachu go for? Pikachu. I'm assuming it has Eviolite or Thunder. What's it called? Thunderball. What is it called? Like Thunderball. I think I just have to let Regice go down here. I don't want it to. What if I let Liviani go? Let's let Liviani go. So knockoff. Okay. Pikachu's 216 speed. It outspeeds me in every other way here. Can it knock Marowak out in any way? Or does he switch into Dodrio? Oh boy, okay, and we look at Marowak here for a minute. It looks like knockoff may be able to knock him out as well, perhaps, unless he has Eviolite. I'm gonna go for the knockoff, just because I think he may switch. I may even just die here. I don't know what Pikachu has. But obviously he's gonna have an electric attack of some sort, knockoff. He does outspeed me, and he takes us out with knockoff, that's fine. Just scouting him out. So it comes down basically to my boy Torkoal here. Volt Tackle, and he paralyzes us, takes some recoil damage, and we get the parry. Wow, this guy's getting some luck today. Knockoff knocks us out, so that's it, guys. I think we just lost to a Pikachu. That's fine though. Well played, man. Well played. Good game. And that's our last game, guys. 2-1. Not a big deal. I do enjoy this team a lot, though, guys. Like, I feel like it's a great team. Look at all these teams I have. Pretty positive I've played every single one of these teams on videos. Where is that team? Just here it is. Okay, so as you can hear some pounding in the back, but that's fine. But this team's a lot of fun. I don't think we necessarily need to make any changes necessarily. I think this team is fine. I've played with this team quite a few times, and boys had some great success with this team. Do I feel like this team is lacking anything necessarily? No, I think it's fine. Maybe there might be some better Pokemon in the format for him. Maybe I could replace Torkoal with something more with more damage, perhaps. But I do like Torkoal just fine. Maybe I could switch some of his moves up because having just Lava Plume can be a little risky. I could go for like Earth Power, which would be really cool against Fire Pokemon, which is something I've thought about doing in the past. You know what, maybe we will do Earth Power. We didn't have to do Clear Smog at all this game, or any of these games at all. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't come in handy later on in the future. So you know what I am going to do? I'm going to click Earth Power. And Wednesday, that might be the only change we do. We might do some more. I'll think about it over the next couple of days, but because I do record those on Wednesday itself. I don't record them ahead of time or anything like that. I do Wednesday. But anyways, guys, that's been this episode of Showdown Sunday. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, guys. Of course, follow me on Twitter at MAV Mark Daniels. You guys can tweet me. You know, any suggestions you have for Showdown Sundays. If you have a Pokemon you want me to build a team around or anything like that, let me know. If you guys want to see a specific tier, if you guys want to see anything like that, let me know. And I'll probably make a team around it, if not that time, or at least in the future. It'll give me an idea, or give me an idea of something to do. And of course, guys, I live tweet during wrestling shows. Monday Night Raw's tomorrow. We have Tuesday Night SmackDown on Tuesday. So I'll be live tweeting during those. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely check that out. We have an episode of Pokemon Mode today. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, definitely do so. It was a lot of fun. We messed around on the islands. And what else? We're having Pokemon Mode tomorrow. Raw review tomorrow as well. That's what's coming up tomorrow. Anyways, guys, until next time, I am the Maverick Mark Davis, bidding you a farewell, peace, and one love.